Are we live? Are we live? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Change that to headphones. Alright, I'm gonna go to YouTube to make sure that we are live, guys. YouTube channel. We are live. Alright. Check it out. So, today's episode on DryHeatMedia. This is RobDrip. It's gonna be a little episode today, guys. We're gonna talk about some topics. Yeah. And let's start on our first topic. Let's get right into it. So I thought we'd get straight into the news. I have a lot of tabs open, and it's okay. So right here, yeah, I can show Jug Media. Shout out Jug Media, but I can show bro how to use this OBS. I literally didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, but here I am. So I really didn't advertise that I was gonna be live doing this, but you guys could watch this later because I'm gonna try to edit this or whatever. Even if I'm gonna hope this doesn't need edit because I'm gonna go straight through, whole through, no edits type shit. But let's get into it. So I really don't want to put these headphones on, right? So we got YG saying red alert, B team tap in, bruh. I know everyone, if you're new to here, we keep up with the hip hop news. That's what we are. So we're gonna be doing a lot of national topics, USA, here, New York, California, all that. But we'll try to end it off with Arizona topics. So we got YG. We got YG saying red alert, B team tap in. And if you aren't keeping up with California politics, Draco the Ruler, prominent rapper in Los Angeles, California, was stabbed and killed at a festival. Money on something else. And we got YG here saying B team tap in, right? Well, I don't know how you guys feel about, people self-snitching. Like, everybody knows YG's a blood or whatever. But when you are out here saying things like red alert, B team tap in, I don't know if you know who Poetic Flacco is, but he is definitely, journalist. I guess you would say. I guess you could say he's a journalist of the LA area. He's really going hard on this Draco the Ruler case with YG and all that. But he definitely is the one who first popped out with Munchie B, saying Munchie B is the one who said on stream that Munchie B passes the bottle to Draco the Ruler's killer every day. So, with that knowledge, See, look, YG and the B team members conspired to murder Draco the Ruler. So, with the knowledge of this right here, right? Poetic Flacco, and then knowledge of like just bros, Munchie B, just his saying is the B team because you know he's from Inglewood, but he's also Blood. So I guess like you wouldn't be able to just say like, yo, B team, B team is this gang specifically, right? But when you got someone like YG, you know, saying red alert, B team tap in, and then we got, you know, Munchie B right here, who is always saying, you know, his saying is like B team, yo, B team in the on the live news. He does the news, he does the No Jumper Tuesday episodes. So, and he's always, you know, B team tap in the chat, scream B team in the chat type shit. You know what I mean? So with him saying that, and then you know, red alert, B team tap in, it's like YG saying calling all Bloods. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. I don't think it's very smart of YG to even be talking right now. To be honest,
where the potholes are and stuff. Like, I crashed my.
I just don't think like talking in this moment when you have a whole case and everybody literally online is like putting the pieces together and realizing that like, dang, all you have to do is say you did it and you're going to jail, because every other piece of the puzzle is practically put together if you think about it, right? Like at any moment YG could be going to prison if one of his homies says, yo, yeah, or his, not even his security guard, because Draco's security guard pointed YG out, and that's Draco's security guard, right? But if we got YG security guard, you know, saying, yo, I passed YG the knife to YG, then passed, you know, his buddy that killed Draco the stabbing, then that's cooked for him, right? So then we're gonna move on, right? We're gonna move on to that because I don't even wanna. I just feel bad, bruh. All parties involved. So I wanted to get. I mean, it's honestly important. So let me get to it, because on top of 136.01, check it out. This is why I brought it up. I was gonna bring up this too right here at 3119. But at 131, Adam gives us some insider information.
If you got hit, even if you were not...
sorry. But yeah, Adam gives us some insider information on the fact that he talks to Drake. Adam22 talks to Drake on Instagram through the DMs. And, you know, he's always going to talk about, like, oh, I thank Drake for...
Drake's hella tapped in with Grand Chat Wizard, right?
See what I mean?
Grand Wizard Chat, N-word, is the king of the Clippers. He knows everything there is about Clippers. Now, the thing about the Clippers is that it's not always clear who's providing the money, but it is possible, in theory, just put on our tinfoil hats. If Drake wanted to fuck up YG's life, he could say, hey, I'll give you $1,000, way above market value, for every million views on a tweet, an Instagram post, or whatever, that basically smears YG as the killer of Draco the Ruler, because it'll put this idea in the ether, and maybe the cops will eventually find out and they'll take action against him or something like that. It's possible. You could kind of almost imagine it. Here's the problem. Coop, the security guard, Draco's security guard, my sometime security guard.
My sometime security guard. He's letting you know that, like, Coop is someone who he has personal relationship into this story at this point, right? Like, He's personalizing this story.
As part of a lawsuit against Live Nation, was deposed. He did a deposition. He said that he saw with his own 2 eyes that YG was one of the group of people that attacked and killed Draco the Ruler. That happened like a year and a half ago, if I'm not mistaken. What do we think? Do we think that Drake financially incentivized Coop, the security guard who he has almost certainly never met, to testify something that did?
You see how he's like, it's like, bro, it's like, yeah, it's like Drake kind of, like you just said, Drake, he contradicts himself, Adam, that is, saying like, yo, Drake's tapped in with everything, but
didn't happen.
He's saying like Drake's not tapped in enough to conspire this whole plan and isn't rich enough to execute it. It's like, bro, yes he is actually, quite literally, right? Like if anyone would be able to do it and play the long game to do it, I would say it would be Drake, right?
In a court of law, in a lawsuit,
I mean,
just so that later
I didn't even know the Drake YG beef until that feature happened, to be honest.
on, Drake could maybe pay a journalist to access those documents to write about it in the LA Times.
See, he's going too far with it, like paying the journalist and all that shit. Like, yeah, that comes later, bro. After you already do the conspiring to do the act of destroying YG's career, you then, run into people who will pay and be, more than willing to put out, false information or real information. So I just think it was just some nasty work right here by Adam.
But I'll be real with you.
The
rumor that YG was one of the guys who attacked Draco the Ruler has been circulating in the streets of LA since like the day after Draco the Ruler died.
Exactly.
Okay? It's not like a new theory that Drake cooked up and his PR group that he probably works with, that they spread it around the internet. I'm not going. This is bullshit. Glasses Malone has been in the game for so long. But then you see Karen Civil saying, turn it up. What did she know? Why did she say turn it up? Why would anyone say turn it up if they didn't know that thing had some sort of validity? But Karen Civil is a YG booster, right? Let's get into that. What is Karen Civil relationship to YG? They're close, right?
And that's all I wanted to. Okay, look, Karen Civil is a professional colleague, a digital strategist, and close business partner of the Roger. So she wouldn't be intrigued to, or monetarily, advised to go against YG. But here she is retweeting and commenting, get this out there on allegations of the fact that Aubrey is funding propaganda to try to get YG arrested. So, therefore, she would want to put that out there that Drake is paying for YG's arrest, right? Because she wants to just put any allegation out there that will get off the fact that YG is really in deep shit, right? They're trying to put that, yo, it could be Drake, trust us, like Drake might be paying for this propaganda that YG was involved. But bro, like, you were there in the picture, you were photographed, you were taking pictures with fans in the same outfit that was in the fight video of Draco the Ruler's life being taken, bruh. So I ain't going for it, bro. I ain't going for it.
To access those documents to write about it in the LA Times. But I'll be real with you. The rumor that YG was one of the... Here's a nugget.
If you didn't go to the ER after a car accident, you could still be owed a huge check. No.
That I will...
Sorry, y'all. We'll get premium soon here, but we ain't getting paid yet like that from here. So we ain't, you know what I mean? But... anyways, look, here's a nugget. Here, when he says here's a nugget, this is him and Drake talking.
Reveal that I don't think he would give a shit about at all. Okay? Are you ready for this one?
Him and Drake talking right here when he says he don't give a shit.
So there's a clip of academics basically reacting to a conspiracy and saying that he thought, or basically it was Ack reacting to the idea that basically Drake reached out to Draco and chose to work with Draco because he wanted to get at YG. And I'm not going to lie, over the years, especially as I kind of reflected on the latter, Draco was not a great way to get at YG. Now, what I didn't ask him, and I actually thought about it afterwards, and I was like, damn, I should have asked him ago. And then he went and did a song with Wooski. And Dirk was just...
We have got to the point where literally...
So basically, he says, he asked Drake, like, yo, Drake, did that song that you made, cleared, and everything, verse and all that with Draco the Ruler, what did that have anything to do with dissing YG and the start of your beef with YG? And Drake tells Adam, like, no, like, I didn't even know about the beef between YG and Draco the Ruler. I didn't know about the beef between YG and Draco the Ruler until i.e. after Draco's death.
Like, them was Draco was not huge at that point. Drake reaching out to him to do a song was like, I mean, like, hey, Drake reached out to Low Shimmy to do a song. Low Shimmy, hopping, has a wave, not the biggest rapper. So it just kind of like stands out as like, damn, like he could have been doing that to get at YG, but he says it's not true. And realistically, if you really want to get at YG, I mean, there's other ways. You know what it would be like? It would be like,
yeah. So I mean, he's gonna do some crazy comparison, but the fact that he just has that DM open with Drake, and Drake is over here feeding Adam what to say, because he knows that Adam's gonna, I mean, he don't know, right? But knows that Adam. Well, anyone knows that any open DM with Adam is an open DM to the world to hear on No Jumper, and so it's like Drake is telling Adam, like, no, I didn't know about. I mean, he very well could tell the truth, right? But like I said, I didn't know about the beef until the Drake feature, so it's like maybe. But wouldn't you think Drake would do his due diligence before giving a feature, being as big as you are, to someone in LA? I don't know, like a feature, a verse, and all that. It's like you would have to get personal with someone. You would have to kind of know, like, even their catalog, and just know, like, oh, this person kind of sounds like they're making diss songs or making, evil music. I wonder who he's targeting. Am I gonna ask him before I give him a whole verse? Like, I don't know. It just seems like, oh, like, ignorance is bliss coming from Drake. But we can move on from that right there. We can get to yo, I kind of wanted to, I wish I saved it, but because I wanted to get to something that is similar in the same concept.
He know it can only go so far, because what you gonna do? Jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? Right? He story. He hooked up on the dead homies through the Delta to a terminal.
So we're alleging right here. This is all alleged right here, but Whack 100 from the Whack and Adam podcast, he allegedly chased down Future in the mall, or no, in the airport. Whack 100 allegedly chases down Future in the airport, and as soon as he gets to him, they put Stunna on the phone, and Stunna Birdman, Stunna, the one who, has ties with Youngboy, Stunna, his ties with Drake, Stunna. Yeah, he gets on the phone and he tells Whack, like, yo, whatever debt Future has, I'ma pay it. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I got it, bro. And so,
and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane.
He left his.
He left it. No. He looked. We see Future.
this is his story when he sees Future in the airport.
Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take. I got him. When we come to
You take his girl, I got him.
the thing, I say, hey, homie.
So Whack 100's admitting that he's gonna, one, diffuse the situation with violence, right? Like, not violence, but like, I guess violence. If you're holding someone down, it's still physical physical. He's gonna physically defuse the situation in which he sees someone that owes him money. That's kind of like, police work right here. He's telling on himself though, so he's not policing nobody but himself.
You got that money for Trick, he take off running.
So he's telling, he said he take off running. Future takes off running when Whack 100 asks him, yo, you got that money? Future takes off out of there, bruh.
Chasing on the dead homies through the Delta to a terminal, and he
on the dead homies, Whack 100 said. Wait, what?
Runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane.
He left his.
He left it. No, bro. He runs into the terminal. True story. He runs into the terminal, right? When he runs into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? He throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is stunner voice.
All I hear is stunner voice. So he runs to... Yo, you gotta imagine this. Like, he's running to the edge right there. I've only been on a plane like twice, and it's once in the same day type shit. But running to that little area where it's like a spring type thing, and he runs there, and it's just the edge, and there's no plane, and he's calling, as Future's running, he's calling Birdman. He's like, yo, Birdman, and I'm sure he's like running on the phone, like, he probably didn't answer the first ring, right? He's over there spam calling Birdman, right? Brr, brr. Picks up. Finally, he goes, yo, bro, talk to this crazy old man right here. Oh, man.
He say, Whack, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What's going on? I say, oh, Trick a bag. He can't be in our backyard, and he don't throw a bag. Either he gonna pay, or he finna get up, and then he gonna pay.
He can't be in our backyard and not pay a bag. Basically extortion, right? Like, so he's snitching on himself, but this is all on Clubhouse, the app. I believe he said this same story on No Jumper. He just didn't have these details of extortion and all that on No Jumper. I was trying to find it earlier, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't, but he definitely told this same story on the Adam and Wax show.
Right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit. Right? He say, Whack, my word to you, I'll pay the nigga debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Whack, this Stunner talking to you as your brother. Leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick.
Now, if you guys want to go listen to...
You know what I mean? Shout out to Chig Smooth for giving us that content, a little piece of content. But yeah, bruh.
I'm that now.
I was listening to this right here, but yeah.
To the full clip, it's available on my member.
So Whack 100 chasing down Whack 100 chasing down Future in the airport, and Future spam callings Birdman. It's kind of funny, right? Like he's trying to go to the most West Coast plug phone call he can go to, because Future's from Atlanta. So he's saying that he can't. Whack 100 saying, you know, you can't be in my backyard and not pay no fee. So definitely gotta watch out, Whack 100, on that right there, bro. They're trying to put you in the Munchie B bag of like, yeah, you're on a podcast now, so we're gonna, you know, let you talk about your history, and yeah, you're gonna call out the B team on the podcast. You're gonna say I passed the bottle to, you know, your homeboy's killer. I mean, to the killer of your your homeboy who's a killer. You're gonna say these things that you don't, you know, necessarily understand that what you're saying can be put together on a wall with some red little lines, and they connect in the red lines, you know, every podcast and every other podcast. But they are, bro. Police are definitely looking at this shit, and you just gotta be wary of that, bro. You can't be saying stuff about your past and it not be, you know, set in stone. But Future is definitely not, hopefully, right? We're not going to see a Gucci Man in 2026. I mean, it happened in 2026. We're not going to see Future go Gucci Man, right? Like, with the Pooh Shiesty movement. It's just not looking good if Atlanta is not looking good. If Future go aheads and, you know, but they're saying that Whack is you know the saying is wax police, wax an informant, la da da da. But if Whack is over here about to get indicted, I mean, they're just playing police games with each other. If Future does say something, like, they're going police for police, saying whose police got more pull, type shit. But yeah, Big U, bro, Big U's underneath that shit, right? At this point, right? He got so much going on. This is just like icing on the cake with Big U. This was just really, I was just letting y'all know about Whack 100 and Future. And he was yelling at Lush about it too. You know, he was yelling at Lush saying, "You're saying I'm on a Rico and I'm not." And Lush is like the most, you know, calm person in the world. He's not going to confront you. He's not going to say anything that, especially when he respects you like that. So I definitely watched him yell at Lush. Watch, where was it? Right here.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space?
So I wanted to show you guys him yelling at Lush. Where is it? Right here.
Would literally give the shirt off his back. If Wag wanted to sleep at Lush's house, Lush is rolling out the red carpet. You could stay with me, Wag. Don't worry, I got you.
What are you talking about? I'm not saying what you said I did. No one believes internet anything. Again, this is like so crazy. Oh my God. All right, that's awesome. Like, I respect it. That has nothing to do with. No one said Future got a hit. No one said You talked about if you could be mad at Munchie, you got to be mad at Whack. He was a bitch ass nigga. Oh well, I feel like I think that. All right, whatever, dude. So look, you did say that.
So he was going off on Lush because Lush is over there, you know, just reviewing the news and saying Whack's name. If you review the news and like Whack might go off on me, but I'm from, like, you know, it's whatever. So let's change the topic. Lush crashes out on Whack after Whack calls and checks in. Bro, look at the clip they're coming out with. But anyways, let's get on. So Whack calls in. I mean, we could watch that too, but I really didn't want to. Look. I think it's. Yeah, that was crazy too. They're saying that Big U tried to clap somebody from jail, bruh. But honestly,
days later, Future got his ass whooped in L.A. So there's no way. Days later, Future got his ass whooped in L.A. About days later in L.A. So he never touched L.A. Let's cover that. He damn sure wasn't touched at the airport. And I made it clear that Big U stayed behind when I had the conversation with him. So he never touched him. Then he's talking about days later in L.A. Well, we all took a red out of fucking Atlanta that night. Big U stayed in Atlanta a week. I came back the same day. Same day I landed, I came back. So there's no way days later Future got his ass whooped in L.A. and Big U stayed in motherfucking Atlanta for a week.
I think that, are they talking about that party where they in the 60s pulled up?
I mean, now you got to remember, I've always said this because it was on the internet. Remember when the dumb bozo was telling me nothing was going on? It was a party in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was a party in Hollywood.
Was it BT weekend? Was it BT Award weekend?
I don't know. They took off on dude's security and shit. That's in the. You can find that on Google, but
yeah, and he went to the hospital.
It ain't adding up because for one, dude wasn't attacked in no airport. Two, wasn't no homeboys there. Three, it was a conversation. Four, we all got on the bread eye going to Atlanta. I came back. I landed that day, 6 in the morning, whatever time, and I came back that day. Big U stayed a week. Future stayed in Atlanta as well, so ain't no days later he got his ass whooping LAX because the nigga wasn't in LA.
so there you have it. But nah, I wanted to go over the Brittany Renner situation too, because
going back to school doesn't mean starting from scratch. At Purdue Global, the learning you have gained through experience you
Stop it. But on her physical appearance, not articulate their thoughts.
you don't even let her play.
One of the most privileged ones. You Bozo. Stop coming on.
To say, oh, she's just a bitter baby mama. Babe, how am I bitter when I left that situation? I warmed the seat up for the next bitch.
You're bitter. You're bitter.
You warm the seat up for the yeah. But academics be going in on her, right? So it's kind of weird how.
Go back to that video.
So I just wanted to go show you that she's literally talking to academics right now. She's literally saying like, academics, bring your ass to the front row. Like,
I understand a lot of people, it's really easy. It's like low-hanging fruit to say, oh, she's just a bitter baby mama. Babe, how am I?
Walk to the car. He's putting the kid in the car or something. The car. Think you're intelligent. Men, I can't do nothing. Yeah. Bruv, I am going years ago.
I have had social media in a leg lock since I was 20 years old, babe. And it won't get up off me.
Somebody got to tell her it's over.
See what I mean? I mean, the beef is just crazy, but Brittany Renner needs to stop trying to be like the podcaster and all that kind of. I think she needs to just stick to the modeling and all that kind of route, because the talking in your car, looking like I don't know, like you could just tell when it's just cooked, right? So I just think that it was low-hanging fruit for academics to even go at her right here. But the real deal was, like, he obviously beats Brittany Renner in the debate, or any kind of debate that she wants to have with him, right? Because it's just, she's going through it. But the Charlemagne the God,
about that, but once again,
but if you
and academics beef that's been going on, I don't know if you guys know, but let me tell you guys. So academics and Charlemagne the God is Jay-Z is Charlemagne the God, and Drake is academics, and they're just going back and forth, right? And
only saying that because you're saying it. You're the leader of them motherfuckers.
So you're saying they don't have independent thought?
No, they don't.
The problem is
And Ak is trying to defend the fact that, you know, there is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to Jay-Z and his empire. And if you are under his empire, you are a voice of his opinion. And academics is, you know, contrary is that I might have a chain that says Drake, or no, chain that's OVO. I might have even a shirt that says OVO, but my opinion can be that this album that Drake dropped wasn't so good. I could fall asleep on the album. I could on an album watch. I could do these kind of things and give, you know, contradictions on if he really was a Drake Glazer, he wouldn't be saying these things about Drake. But he could be objective, and that's what makes someone a true journalist in the 2026 eyes. If you can be really objective and call somebody out where the calling out needs to be, then, you know, everybody looks at you a little bit better. So he's trying to prove to Charlamagne that him and all his little goons of the internet that are putting out, you know, Jay-Z and Charlamagne the God hit pieces out, he's trying to prove to him that they're all validated because Jay-Z has a whole billion-dollar company corporation to put down independent artists or any artist that brings up Rock Nation.
Some of them, don't get me wrong. Yo, some of them do, but majority of them don't. Jay-Z and Rock Nation used to be able to affect media. I just heard that dick riding like Rosendweeb, whatever. He was just like, yo, Jay, was it him or E-Bum? Like, it was like, oh, yo, this nigga called me about his hair or whatever. Like, there was a way to affect media to get favorable responses. It used to work for Jay, whether it's a call, whether it's whatever. Like,
I don't get none of them calls.
Well, what I'm saying that now, I don't think Jay-Z really has any control over any of the places that narratives actually do start and develop from.
So he's saying Jay-Z cooked practically, right? And it's like, yeah, Jay-Z, you're cooked, bro. So this was Joe's response, because Joe responded to academics and Charlamagne the God's clash.
And I'm coming in there to really lay it down. I'm on Drake's side, you on Rock Nation side. I don't like the lies you over there telling, and you should sit. He probably won't sit face to face with me because I'll expose him and be so honest and transparent. I was believing some of that mix.
Yeah.
So when they got there and Charlamagne is just using logic.
Yeah.
When he's like, yes, I look up to Jay-Z, and if he asked me to be a part of a business venture, I 100% would love to do that. If Drake asked you to be a part of a business venture, wouldn't you love to do that? Like, he just kept, some people call it spin master shit, but what he was able to do to all of Act's main points was just make them look really insignificant, look really small.
And I'd have to semi-agree. Like, yeah, it made him look small, but at the same time, the responses he was giving him
But I also
were like undermining academics, like validity, and it's like, it's like, no, Rock Nation isn't the only, you know, prominent news source and, you know, record label in the industry of the United States, of the nation.
This is me, and I'm only basing this off me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not.
But he does. That's why he's in office.
And by the way, I might be crazy. I actually like it. When I watched this week, when I watched all of these people coming with this one narrative against me for whatever reason, I was like, oh, that's lit.
Do you think Jay-Z liked it last year?
I do.
Even though he said in the interview, he said that pissed him off. He started his GQ interview by saying that.
He said one particular thing, and that would piss any of us off. It pissed your boy off so much that he sued people. That would piss anybody off, Act. You don't like.
See, he's using logic with like, that'll piss anybody off, Act. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, that one thing pissed off Jay-Z, but nah, the other shit didn't piss off Jay-Z, Act. Like, he's trying to sound like, Ack, you're crazy, bro. Like, the whole interview, this whole interview, I could sum it up for you. Ack, you're crazy. And Academics is saying, like, to Charlemagne, to Academics, Ack, you're crazy. And Ack is going, yo, Charlemagne, you're not understanding the bigger picture here. Like,
You don't like when people reference you like that. That would piss any of us off.
But we're talking overall with him
No,
responding.
he said one thing in particular.
So you're saying the rest of it didn't piss him off then?
I don't think so. I'm only going off what I saw in that interview. I'm going off the same thing that you saw.
Okay, good. So you're in agreement that whatever Grant or whoever is either doing or saying about Jay and Rock Nation Online, he should have no problem with.
I don't think he does. And I don't know that to be true.
All right, cool then.
I don't know that to be true.
So that's
but it depends what we're talking about as well. Like, if you posting a man's kids or...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But, like, see how he's bringing up situations where it's like, of course the naked eye would be like, oh my God, bringing up someone's kids. Of course, like, I'm siding with whoever that is, right? It's like he's little broing him in this debate. Like, that's how you bring up topics that you know you can win because it's inevitable. So it's a tactic. But I also wanted to get so the facts. I don't know who you guys think won or if there was a winner, but low key Charlemagne like how
the George point with the all these lawsuits are coming.
Like Charlemagne or Joe Budden's point was like Charlemagne's dust was knocked off him. Like, he looked like he was ready for a bigger, longer debate. Like, Charlemagne actually showed his veteran badge, if you will. Like, he showed Academics like, you might be the guy right now, but I've been the guy, and this is how you really debate. So it's like, there was learning to do in this whole 2-3 hour conversation, 2 hours 42 minutes. But I believe Charlemagne showed that he is obviously the bigger contender in terms of debating. However, Academics showed that he is not who he once was when he was debating with Joe Budden on Everyday Struggle. You know what I mean? He wasn't that hot-headed, jumping off the porch, attitude. He was calm, cool, collected. For the most part, he did get a little hype. But for the most part, he was just trying to hold Charlemagne to the fire every time Charlemagne tried to back away from it, just letting him know, like, reminding him, like, no, you signed up for this. No, you put your name next to Rock Nation. No, you put your name underneath that document. And then Charlemagne's like, yeah, duh. I need, like, who wouldn't? Like, money, longevity, and all that stuff matters. Academics, duh. So it's like, it was a good back and forth. I appreciated it. But we can go back into the drama of LA, bruh. So we do got Krishan Rock. I don't know if you guys been hearing about this, but definitely Krishan Rock. Poetic Flocko be titling shit the funniest shit ever, but I don't disagree with him of his words if he said it, but I am not gonna say that. But I'll repeat it. I'll repeat his title right here. He said, Krishan Rock accidentally confessed to murder on live stream today. It's like, okay.
At that point, I already seen that one time I didn't.
So if you guys haven't been keeping up with this, Krishan Rock wants Blueface, but Blueface and her are both cheaters, and in general, just like, I guess open relationship, if you will. And so she was, having partners, other men, as Blueface with other women. But Krishan had a baby with another man, allegedly, but then tried to pin the baby to Blueface. Blueface denied the baby, and the DNA tests were about to be made. Right before the DNA tests were made, the 2 baby daddies were Blueface and this other man that was about to do the DNA test pronounced dead. I think it was day before the paternity test.
How did I feel about it? Did it hurt me? Did it move me? At that point, I already stopped loving him. Not like that. When he died, I had no feelings in my body because it was like that person was trying to kill me before he left. He really was. He was trying to diminish my character, my image. He was trying to clout chase off of my son that I love the most. Like, people be doing stuff and don't know what be actually the after effect. What?
She gotta stop talking.
Like, exactly. I agree with Flacco, because like you just, after like everyone in the industry, bro, I forget who was just on yesterday. Sorry, I have to pull it up. Let me see. What was her name? Something West. Because you guys are going to say Kanye, I already know, but I think it was Jess. Yeah, I think it was Jess West. See.
Oreo frozen treat.
She has to stop talking. I don't even think that she understands what she just said. She says, hey, he was trying to kill me before he died. You just gave him a motive, Krishan. You just told them exactly why.
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
You would have a motive to want him gone.
And she does have the motive, because she didn't want him as the father. She wanted Blueface as the father. So she was trying to get the money out of Blueface's fandom and fame and, you know, the appearances, which she had her own. She had Baddies. She's on Baddies. She has the, you know, It's a Vibe song, you know, so she has a platform. She has Krishan Rock the platform. Why she needed Blueface? I mean, she paying homage to someone who put you on, which was Blueface, is always good. But if Blueface is showing you that, like, I mean, unless he's in the background saying, you know, I do want you, but like Blueface is okay with you not being with him. So it's like, if you just like took the hint and moved on and, you know, had a baby with old boy and just been okay with that, you have a platform. You would have been A-okay, but you wanted Blueface. You wanted to pin the baby on Blueface. You wanted to, and that's why the allegations right now are that you killed this man, because Blueface is saying, I don't want that baby. The baby is not mine. You're still trying to, you know, not pin the baby on him yet no more, but you've calmed down from that, but you haven't not said it. You know what I mean? You haven't denounced it. And so it's like, the baby, you know, it's just poor baby, right?
Then you say, well, he was cloud chasing on my name. He went after my son, who I love so much. And then the following sentence you said, after you said he was cloud chasing on my son, who I love so much, people be doing these things not knowing the after effect. So she says the after effect of Ronnie cloud chasing on her son was the death. You just confessed, Krishan. Like, do you understand? Like, you just accidentally confessed to murdering this man. Now, I hope you just misspoke, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay?
No way.
In Vegas, or she out here?
She's in Vegas now. Yeah.
Okay, because I need to get her up here. Like,
She would love that.
Yeah. I can pull up.
I love.
All right, did this happen in Vegas?
No, it was at the Blue. I told you he had a government job. I mean, do I really know? Was he doing anything? No. I live in California. He lives in Maryland. Do I really know? I was helping him virtually manage his career. I don't really know, and I'm not going to pretend.
She's talking about the man that died, that got murdered.
like, you know, I really know everything. I'd be lying to you if I said that, you know?
Right.
If I could keep it a buck with you. But, you know, he reminded me of Bonnie. Bonnie stepped away from the Blueface house. She was kind of dealt an unfair hand in the Blueface house, right? And so I kind of like...
Because he caught feelings?
Yeah, I kind of felt like Ronnie had a similar thing with Bonnie, and we were just about to make Bonnie and Ronnie start dating, and it was going to be Krishan's ex and Blueface ex. They were working on a song together. Like, we had plans to collaborate with Ronnie in that capacity. Do you get it? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. We were getting really close with him. Like I mentioned on No Jumper, I had flown him out to Vegas. Like, we was really about to start like collaborating with him. So I just, like I said, I never thought anything like that would happen. I still don't know what really happened. I hope to God Krishan had nothing to do with it. That is so psycho if she really did that to protect the paternity of her child. But I just...
See what I mean? She doesn't know what happened, but to protect the paternity of her child, saying that she wants to pin the baby on Blueface, and if the dad isn't here to paternity test the baby, then Blueface has to be the father. It's like, no, bro. It's like, that's not how the system works. You know what I mean? But it's kind of crazy that she just the allegations, right? The allegations are just going crazy. It's like the allegations of her. It's like the allegations of her like killing him are so heavy on the public perception is that she did it. You know what I mean? It's like she's gonna really have to prove herself if you know, she does get subpoenaed and she does go to court. She's gonna really have to defend herself, because she was just on live talking about, I was just you know, I was just walked up on by the you know, boys in blue, the FBI or whatever, getting the detectives, and they're saying like, yo, we know you have nothing to do with it. You have nothing. We know you have nothing to worry about. However, there was just a live where she was also saying she's moving out the country. So it's like, why would you be moving out the country and then also have this allegation of that you might murdered your baby daddy before the paternity test was able to clear? So it's just a lot of speculations going on around that, like to the point where it's like she's gonna have to really come up with a big defense, just like YG here is going to have
on
to
YG today. And what happened? They pulled up on YG.
They're gonna have to, like, YG's gonna have to really sell it to the detectives that these two detectives right here that pulled up on him is exactly how they pulled up on Krishan. And she's saying that they said, we know you didn't do it, so we just want to know what you know. And that's kind of how they get you, right? We want to know what you know, because exactly whatever you say, they're writing down, and they're gonna match up from bro's death story to where you were story and who you contacted story. And if anything matches up from one side to the other, and there's contact or any kind of conspiracy, it's kind of not conspiracy at that point, right? So
YG today. It appears after today that YG and the B team are finally going to get held accountable for the conspiracy to murder Draco the Ruler. But
see what I mean? It's like when there's public perception going on, it can only get so far. You know what I mean? Of where YG is going to have to say something when, like, we can go into the Arizona topics. Like, when the lie sounds so good, the truth don't even matter. You know what I mean? When the lie is so juicy that the truth don't even matter. Just like the truth about these trees right here.
Shall we? It's not solid. Let's do a slap test.
So, I mean, I'll go viral.
Yo, what do you think about this, bro?
I think it's a waste of money too, bro, to be honest with you.
Heck yeah, they could be using that money on something else. That's more important than stupid for the potholes.
So these two nightlight orange plastic things, or these two trees looking plastic things that just got put up, $350,000 for 2 illuminated pieces of plastic in my state, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when there's no structure. There's no structure in Arizona. There's just the money that is funneled through here is absurd. The laundering of money is absurd. It's just at an all-time high, and we need to end it, bruh. We do. We have too much performative, and like this goes from, you know, government shit to like this right here to just like, you know, rappers and shit. Like this is what I wanted to talk about. Like we have like the support of listening to rappers. You have to make like a Lil Pump-esque song around here to get some kind of support. So it's like knowing that, it's like I understand where the performative comes from, but you could still be performative and still be real, and you don't have to do too much performative. Like performative, yes. Too much, no. Like I feel like we need to make more replay value esque, cause you can make the Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, but in between the Gucci gang, you gotta have some bars in between that. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Is performative, yes. Too much, no. You gotta build your catalog, and it can't be nothing bullshit. Cause I'm trying to listen to your whole catalog. I'm not trying to listen to that one song you got. You know what I mean? I want to listen to all 5 of those top songs. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to skip. Oh, this shit's too loud. Oh, this shit's, you know, based towards something I don't like. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the catalog needs to be more generalized in Arizona. And this is just like right now, just the cons, right? And there's just not enough going on. But the pros of Arizona is that, you know, Jug Media has this account called Jug Season, and they were talking about, you know, does California have, you know, a lock on that tap in shit? And then, you know, Huncho was saying nah, or I forget who was saying it, but they're like nah, they still gotta get, you know, things that Californians cannot get. They need it from Arizona. They need it from, you know, Oregon. They need it from Washington. Like all the things like guns, like anything you could think of that you can't get in California easily, they need it from us. So it's like they don't have that ability, is what someone was saying. And so it's like we got to take advantage of that. It's like when they come to here on tour, we need to be getting those features. We need to be getting those, you know what I mean? It's like the tap in goes both ways, you know? And like the tap in stuff is obviously dead or whatever, but it doesn't have to be a threat. It could be like, yo, tap in, we all collab. It's like money can be exchanged or whatever, but it's like at the end of the day, we're doing it for the love anyways. You know what I mean? Off the love is first, right? And so it's like we have that like gateway, if you will, where the big artists come here and they need, you know, artists from here to be underneath them because they're the headliners, and you just can't have I mean, you could have just a headliner, but more money comes when you have more people, right? So they want the, you know, the underliners, if you will. And so we have that huge population. We are the 5th largest city in Arizona is the 5th largest city in America. It's like we have that population there. And so just the opportunity that comes with the population, it's like if you have a like I wanted to show this after we get towards more the end, but it's like if we just all come, like not like on some not some come together type shit, but if we just all realize that like we can eat off each other if we just, you know, do some shit off of love, it'd be way easier than waiting for you to come down with your price or be reasonable with your price, or even if you say working with all budgets, it just discourages people to just even try, because it's like if you weren't trying to fuck with us, you know, and you're from here, if you're from here, you're from here, you know what's up. It's like if you're not trying to fuck with us off the rip, off of love, and you're over here trying to say, you know, my price is down, you can fuck with me, and it wasn't off of love in general, kind of like don't want it anyways, right? But it's like that just kind of goes in with like, you know, the performative stuff. It's like you gotta know your value, and it's not saying you're devaluing, because we're building our platform too at the same time that you might have like a little bit bigger platform, you might have, you know, a couple thousand followers and we don't, you know, but we are somebody, our person, our human, like our person is somebody. So it's like show some love, because once we get there, we're gonna look at you and be like, see, we grown this far and we didn't need you. And it's like, yeah, now we can do it off of love. And it's like, nah, it's not love if you had to wait to see, even though I knew what I was type shit. It's like on that, you sometimes you gotta prove yourself, but when you prove yourself, you ain't even wanna fuck with people. That's what it is type shit. Usually what goes on here. But I mean, it's just like the like pro about it is like it's less saturated. You're gonna see who like does that here in Arizona. You can see who charges in Arizona. You can see who does shit off the love here in Arizona. Just because there's less artists in general, and then there's less prominent artists. There's, you know what I mean? So it's like you can really see, like, yeah, there might be, you know, that name that you see every time, but they don't really drop real music. But then you see those names that you see every time, they put work into their craft, so you're looking like, damn, what did they drop? Or, you know, like what kind of song was it? You might even not listen to the song, but you're like, what kind of song was it? You're like, oh, okay, you might listen to the beat real quick, listen to the first 5 seconds, but at least you're doing that, right? That's more support than not even giving it a try. So it's like the less saturated part, that's a pro. You want to just put out as much as you can here, because the more you put out, the more people know you here. Right now, it's like, it's not of how good you can do it in Arizona. It's how many times you can get back up, how many times you can put it out, how many like, are you going to be consistent? That's what people are looking for, consistency here in Arizona. So it's like, especially with the pride we have, especially if you're repping Arizona, I believe right now is the best time to represent Arizona. If you're from here, you're born and raised like I am, this is the best time. Huge opportunity. It's like no saturated at all. It's like all the podcasters and all the, like, there's a few, right? There's Jug, there's, you know, MJTV. They're all like, you know, they all have they're going and whatnot. And, you know, Adam Bomb, I seen that dude. You know, there's a few podcasters out here, and DJ and all, but she's the manager as well. It's like, just the podcasters, I see y'all. So it's like, yeah, the gatekeepers that like try to be all hats in one. It's like, we see y'all too. You know what I mean? But the Red Sea Pride, we're here for sure. I know that we're here and we're here to stay. And we're hungry for a breakout artist. Like, we want to have that artist that represents Arizona, that you can tell people, yo, you gotta check. You know what I mean? We're waiting for it, because everybody says they know this person, they know the person. It's like, yeah, we all know that person, but it's like, who's gonna be it? Like, who's gonna, like, no schmut, no, like it's hard to do that right now in 2026. People are looking for schmut to put on your name. Like, it's hard. It's like you can't just be a Cali beat rapper. You can't, you know, you have allegations. It's a really hard right now to get put on in Arizona, but it's possible. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. It's like the diversity that we have here like someone's gonna like it, and it's like usually what we're looking for is what we want right now. Someone's gonna like it. There's something for everybody, yes, but there's something for every Arizonian right now. The diversity from the melting pot, they all want to have pride, and they're all missing it from missing home. You know what I mean? They're missing home from that pride, that that home pride, and they're here to stay. Everybody might hate on Arizona and blase blase, but when it comes down to it, I can't go back home. It's too expensive. It's this. It's that. It's excuses. Is what it is. If you're not gonna go back home, no plans to go back home. If you do, kudos to you. But most people here, you're not stuck, right? You can move if you want to. You have the opportunity. There's opportunity everywhere in the United States, and the fact that you chose here and you want to complain, that's on you. But to the non-complainers that want to have a home, that's who we're looking for. That's who we're trying to make music for. That's the pride we have. Not necessarily trying to make a Phoenix anthem, right? Like right? But you definitely want to make music that pertains to working in the heat, or just having to go through this heat and just like whatever it's like to go through your daily Phoenix, having to find out if you really want to go to Long Wong, get that $8 wings, or you're gonna get some $8 worth of groceries and cook. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just, we want to hear that kind of thirst and hunger from a Arizona artist. But we do have those, and don't get me wrong, but nobody wants to support somebody that has smut on their name, and the smut might not even be true, right? It's like nobody likes to hear the truth when the lie is juicier, right? It's like we got 602 Byron right here. I don't know if this is real or not, but we got 602 Byron on this Trippy Fest flyer, and this is what I was telling you. Girls Love Day, he's like, I forget where in California he necessarily derives from, but he's from California. California artist coming through. Big Lex says she's from Arizona, says she grew up in, I think it was somewhere else though as well, but she claims Arizona being her home. So we'll claim you, right? And then Pluto, I was looking at Pluto. She seems like a cool artist. So it's like, I think she might claim Arizona as well. But I don't want to say what she claims, but these are artists, right? Big artists, big money, right? And it's like, that's what we want to see, because we could get bigger, right? But this is a start. And then look, under 602 Byron. Like 602 Byron is a known, like, whatever smut aside, known artist. So I get to, like, these are names that we need. Like Boss C, she's from New York, but she wants to represent Arizona. She's here. King LV, you know what I mean? This is what I want to see right here. So it's like, if we can just keep this up, I'm telling you, Arizona is bubbling right now. It is bubbling. And if you're not in it, you're out of it. You could be independent as well. You don't have to be signed to a crate. Look at this. Ari Baby is on there. It's like, right now, it's like the best time to represent yourself. And whatever Arizona music that you make, people want to hear it. So it's like, if you make Detroit style music, if you like Detroit style music, go hit up this right here. I'm gonna leave off with this right here, cause I'm out of here. This is a Main Street rapper from Mesa Main Street, and he just put out an album. Look at this, like, Main Street, Mesa, Arizona artist, music purposes only. and he has his own beat maker and producer and all that. So it's like features $60, cover art $20. It's like, bro, there's a wave, bro. There's a wave here in Arizona going on, and if you're not here, you're not. Look, he made the Buc-ee's video. That I was waiting for a rapper to make a Buc-ee's video, and then like a week, not even like a day later, I swear, I told somebody, I was like, yo, you gotta make a Buc-ee's song, or no, I told him, I was like, you gotta make a Buc-ee's music video, and then he was like, a Buc-ee's music video? He like looked at me crazy, and I was like, bro, like I was just saying to use Buc-ee's as your like your background, because that's like the most popping thing in Arizona, and not like Arizona don't ever got nothing going on. Like we got waste management and like shit like that, bruh. So it's like a place that's getting here permanently, like a Buc-ee's gas station. Yeah, bro, go make your video there. That's what, like at least 1,000 views minimum going to look at your like, you know, going to your page and just checking it out because they're like, Buc-ee's, ooh, let's see. And then you're a rapper, so it's like, and then it's just hard as hell when I seen it a day later, checked out this guy. He's from Mesa. He made his way out to Buc-ee's out there. It's like it's like in Avondale. It's like bro made his way out there to make this video. That's dedication. That's what we want to see right now. That's why I've been posting him, because it's the dedication and consistency that we want to see. So yeah, if you like what you see, go ahead and leave a follow or subscribe. That's what it is, huh? Go ahead, leave a subscribe. Go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and all that. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Still gotta leave a like though. I got your view. I appreciate that. And we're gonna be talking about some more topics in the future, and we got some more content coming. I will be trying to cut this up into, you know, edits and whatnot. But as always, this is RobDrip with DryHeatMedia, and I'm out. Yes way.